Who is Google? When I say I'm gonna Google, who is that? Where did they get this name Google? Google? I'll tell you who Google is. Google is a box. Google is a website. Google is not my friend, okay? When I think of Google, I don't think of a friend. I think of, a tool like a hammer or something boring. When I think of Ask Jeeves, however, when I think of Ask Jeeves, I think of a friend. I think of a pal who is going to help me and who's always kind. He might be a search box, but he's so much more than that. What have we come to? Why did we evolve to this? When I Google something, okay, who is Growls? Who am I? Who is Jowls? Do you mean who is Jowls? Oh my gosh, guys, go follow me on Instagram. I like this Google search because it's me, but I get a list of searches. But when you do a search on Ask Jeeves, you don't get a list. You don't get an impersonal link. Ask Jeeves will give you an answer. Ask Jeeves will tell it to you straight. Was Ask Jeeves actually an early version of AI? Let's get more into that.
What did Jeff tell you? Oh, he didn't tell me anything. Ask Jeeves told me.
In 2025, search engines like Microsoft, Bing, and Yahoo are completely irrelevant, but that hasn't always been the case. In the early 2000s, websites like Webcrawler, AltaVista, and Lycos were all vying for top dog spot against Google. And one of the most popular among these websites was something called AskJeeves.com, which was a natural language processor, which is different from a keyword search that Google uses. So what is a natural language processor? Well, it's actually a type of AI. That's right. Ask Jeeves was the AI before AI. Is ChatGPT a little bit more advanced than Ask Jeeves? Yes, but don't tell Jeeves that. Unfortunately, Ask Jeeves has been rebranded as ask.com, as you might know it as. Oh my gosh, ask.com. Whatever happened to Ask FM? I had an Ask FM. I wonder if my Ask FM is still up. Go ask me on Ask FM. Oh, it stopped operating in December. Oh my gosh. We're gonna have to do an Ask FM video, so subscribe if you want to hear more about strange, historic, and nostalgic internet websites. I tried going back and doing an Ask Jeeves search. I tried a lot of times. And I've just been crawling around on this Wayback Machine looking for someone who will let me do a search. Enter a question, word, or phrase, and then click ask. Okay. Oh, pictures, don't look, that's what I was searching last time. Types of owls. Sorry, this is Ask Jeeves. When we ask Jeeves, we are polite, and we phrase our questions like a question, just as you would a friend. Google, you might type types of owls. Ask Jeeves, we say, could you give me a list of some owl breeds? Go on. Nope. Jeeves is passed away, and unfortunately, there's no asking Jeeves anything else.
Lisa's social network turned into the biggest internet failure since, well, there have been so many. Ask Jeeves, anyone?
So I can't show you exactly something that someone has asked Jeeves because it's just not available. I don't even know if screenshots were invented back then, but what we do have is examples of Ask Jeeves searches from December 1998. We're getting a what are others are asking right now box. Where can I find a history of the country China? Where can I find the newspaper New York Times? Where can I learn about the TV show Sunset Beach? Where can I find a screensaver of the type sports? What happened today in the soap opera Sunset Beach? Nowadays, we are so much more rude with Google. Back in Ask Jeeves, people had manners. People said, how can I send someone a free party invitation card through the www? Now, all we say is, party invitation. So rude. So at this point, you're probably still confused what Ask Jeeves is. I used to use this. You had to type your search in the form of a question. It was strange because it always struggled to identify the subject of the question, so would never be that accurate. Really don't know why they did it that way because it seemed like a lot more programming for them. Really early days of the internet and was more entertainment than a search engine. AltaVista did all the heavy lifting back then. Ask Jeeves was kind of like those programs that if you've ever taken a computer science class, you learn how to make those in like the intro classes where you have an if then formula where it's like, if you type the word what, then that means it's a question. And then if you type the phrase, how are you, then output the phrase, good. So yeah, this is technically a type of AI. It's not like deep learning, like how you think of AI normally is, but in a way, it is artificial intelligence. And when I was in high school and we made those programs that could talk to you, I thought it was genius. I thought this was the most technologically amazing thing that I could have programmed. And so I'm sure the creators of Ask Jeeves thought that too, even though Ask Jeeves did not beat out the keyword search engine Google, which outputs your links in the form of a list of things that seem to contain kind of what you're looking for.
Marley and Greggs, try searching for nuclear devices on AskJeeves.com.
Ask Jeeves? Nobody uses Ask Jeeves. Just Google search it.
Are you telling me how to do my job?
Yes.
Ask Jeeves worked really well at the time because the internet was still so new and even the idea of a search engine was still unfamiliar, so the concept of having a friendly little butler there to answer your questions was pretty warm and inviting for people who had never used the internet before. Where can I find friendship quotes? Here's a question about society. Once people got used to the idea of the internet, they quickly realized that Ask Jeeves was not actually that great of a search engine, and oh wow, greetings, what can I help you find today? In 1999 and 2000, Jeeves has got the striped suit with the black pants, but for some reason in 2004 they decided to make it striped pants with the black suit. It didn't work. That did not make people start using Ask Jeeves, and in 2006 Jeeves was gone. Jeeves was fired and it was Ask.com instead of Ask Jeeves. The death of one of the most iconic characters of the late 90s. I wish ChatGPT had a mascot. Imagine if ChatGPT had a little man in a little suit answering your questions. Do you know how much more trustworthy ChatGPT would be? Do you know how much more people would use it? I would use it more. Instead, you know what the icon is for ChatGPT? Nothing. This is worse than Google. This is just a blank box. There's no logo. There's no friend. What can I help with? Where's the greetings, huh? Where's the greetings? So if you didn't know what Ask Jeeves was before this video, you do now. And I hope one day we can bring him back. 1 like equals 1 vote to bring Jeeves back. Subscribe to my channel. We are bringing it all back. We are just having fun here. We're going to be jumping around all online, all the places that you can never find. Join us to look at some more old websites and find some more friends along the way. See you next week.